Okay, so this is a brief video about the Taurus PT111 G2. Obviously, mine does not have a stock trigger. I have my personal single action only trigger on here. These are available if you guys want to buy them. Throw them in the link below. But a couple of people have said, asked me why I think the restrike on really any gun, but particularly the PT111 G2, is useless. So here's the thing. I'm a big subscriber of the, by the way, this is empty. I'm a big fan of the tap rack method of clearing a gun. I'm going to post the link to a guy who did this video much better than I could do. But basically, when you tap the magazine in to make sure it's all the way seated, and you rack the slide, you're getting rid of the shell that's in there. So if you pull the trigger and your gun goes click instead of bang, if you have a restrike trigger, you can restrike again. First of all, if your gun didn't work the first time, betting your life, or at least seconds when your life is on the line, to try again seems silly to me. So the only thing a restrike trigger can do is hit again on a light primer strike. Now, particularly on a PT111 G2, I want to show you something. This is the single action sear. Let's see if I can get that to focus a little better. This is the single action sear right here. This is the double action sear. So this is the sear that the gun that triggers the striker on the restrike. So normally, you have the striker right here that pulls all the way back to the single action sear. And when you release it, it comes all the way back from here and springs forward. Well, so when you're restriking, it goes to this forward sear, the double action sear, which, while it isn't a huge difference, it's about 1/4 of an inch forward. If you notice, it's less compressed. So you hit a bullet and it doesn't fire, and you use the restrike, only you strike it lighter this time than last time, hoping it'll fire. I don't know if you guys can already see kind of how silly I think this is, but I mean, it's literally like, I hit this and I didn't hit it hard enough to go bang, let me hit it softer again. I really don't see the point of that. Like I said, the tap rack method is 2 stages. I'm going to post the link to the video that I've watched before, and I really go with this method. First of all, this works on all semi-automatics. I mean, if it's a semi-automatic, this works. So the tap rack is, if maybe your mag isn't seated, or you get a failure to feed, or whatever, it doesn't matter. You don't diagnose it, you don't worry about it. If your gun goes click instead of bang, tap the magazine in, rack a new round in this chamber. Obviously, if you have a loaded mag, your gun won't lock back like mine did. Just attack it quickly, go forward, move on to the next round. That is good for almost anything. It's not just light primer strikes. It's good if you have a bad round, bad primer, light primer strike, failure to properly feed. The only thing that is not good for is a double feed. So that method for me right there is far superior because A, like I said, it works on any gun, and B, it works on almost every single error. So the second part of this is if you rack the gun and it doesn't come all the way back, it kind of hangs up, what you've got is a double feed. So literally, you fire the gun, it goes click instead of bang, tap, rack, you feed a new shell in there, you click it again, it goes click instead of bang. There's only one more thing that you could possibly do. That is, pull out the mag, rack it again, because it's pretty much left with just a double feed, put your mag back in firmly, rack a new shell, and then you go. So, and that is an absolute kind of worst case scenario, which is a double feed. Anything else that happens, the first rack gets it done. So that's why I really say that the restrike is useless for me. Even on any gun, restrike just isn't part of clearing the gun. You already gave that bull a chance. Sure, if you're at the range and you're sitting there and you're clicking, if you're training yourself to be in a defensive situation where seconds could matter, you know, the difference between your life or not, you just want to go right to where you know it works. Especially, like I said, with this gun, where the restrike is striking softer than the first time that didn't work already, because, you know, you're not pulling the spring back as far, and it's 12 rounds. Which, for a compact carry gun, I mean, if you have to rack a bullet, you know, and throw one on the ground and say, okay, I'm down one, now I've only got 11 bullets to stop this guy who's coming after me. If you can't do it with 11 9mm, you need to be doing something else or training a little more with it. So that's my take on it. This is why I say, you know, the restrike is just no part of it for me. It doesn't make sense with this gun. It really doesn't make any sense with any semi-automatic as far as I'm concerned, but especially not with this gun. So that's why I say, personally for me, the restrike just isn't important. It's not part of the feature set of the gun that I look for. You know, so there it is. Thank you guys for watching. I do really hope that you watch the video that I post below about the tap rack method. If you ever plan to possibly use a semi-automatic in self-defense, you really owe it to yourself to watch this video. It's not mine, but it's a great video, and it'll really help you understand why this method is the way to go. And really just watch the video. Have a great night, guys. Great day, whatever, and I'll see you around.